So this is an interesting one because we have the combo, we're just missing green. That being said, though, we do have the ability to go heavy into Flesh Gorger into Flesh Gorger, so we're still able to play this game. I think that is good enough for me to keep this hand. Depending on whether we hit the green or not, may decide on whether we lead with a Flesh Gorger, because obviously the ability for the heavy to trigger fight rigging the turn it comes into play is extremely powerful. So there's a good chance, especially going up against Mardu here. There's our green. So this is interesting. This is very interesting, actually, like the ebb and flow that we do here. Do we slow roll it? Do we slow roll it? That is the question. Well, shoot. Now we have all the stuff and things, right? So we have the chance to throw off their curve here, right? Because they're leaving up cut down. So I think I'm going to go ahead and play the heavy here, because it adds to the board. They can't cut it down. They can't harvester it unless they play another one, right? And then if this is their shouldered turn, then we just fight rigging them. Gaida, okay. And all right, so heavy down, fair enough. Heavy down, so they got us. So I wanted to win grace here. Do we win grace to ramp and let them sacrifice the other harvester? That is the question, right? We can Fable. We can play another Flesh Gorger. You know what? This will let us do Flesh Gorger plus fight rigging. I'm going to do it. And they're just going to go ahead and kill us with the other one. Let's grab red, red, black, black. I don't think it matters, I guess. Let's grab another black, because we have the green in hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's see. We know at some point an angel is coming. They're going to fire off the other one, kill that. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're also to the point where we may be able to just fully cast the Flesh Gorger, right? Yep. 4, 5, 6. So, you know what I'm actually going to do? Oh, wow. Again. Oh, the consistency of this deck is absolutely fantastic. Leveler over Brotherhood's End. This is interesting. This is actually interesting because of the fact that we can Brotherhood's End kills this too and breaks the shield off of the Warden, right? Versus getting Leveler will just kill like Gaida. Man, I actually think this may be a Brotherhood's End. Get the 3-for-1 or I'm gonna Leveler. I'm gonna Leveler. I think we're not necessarily worried about this token. Oh, because they ate... Yeah, never mind. They ate the... They still have the 2 shield counters. That's what they did. Okay, cool. And then hopefully we draw land and then we could start dropping like full price Flesh Gorgers. Gosh, that seems super great. I wouldn't have been opposed to us getting Battalion there either. It's a good play from the opponent. Go for the throat. That's down. Okay. See if they have the grasp for the Leveler. Really want to untap land here. Oh, I guess they have the Destroy Evil, right? So they're trying to figure out if they want to break the Leveler or the... Yeah, I could get behind that. I can get behind that. All right, come on. Big draw here. Big draw. Really need this to be an untapped land. Come on, deck. Come on, deck. We could drop the Gorgers, man, and start plussing with rigging. That'd be really sweet. Plus, that puts us 1 land away from leveling them at instant speed. Or not instant, but, you know, the unearth. I think getting rid of Giada was correct. Oh, so close. So close. We do get to gain a life, though. And And let's grab a red. And I'm going to be a little greedy here. And we're going to go ahead and play Fable. And I think we hold this turn. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe a 4/4 Flesh Gorger that we could start attacking with would make them second guess the Warden. We'll see, though. I'm pretty sure the Goblin is going to die because what it does is it'll give us access to Leveler. I mean, this is a clock for sure. Good on them. They've left the shield counter on it. But yeah, I think next turn we're just going to go ahead and slam the Flesh Gorger. Thalia, okay. Fair enough. I mean, they had the opportunity to go wide on us. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Decline. So now the question is, do we attack with our Shaman? That's pretty interesting, right? We are going to put the counter on Flesh Gorger. There's no doubt about that. I think I am going to attack. It means we're dead next turn, right? 1, 2. Okay, cool. I'm good with that. I am totally okay with that. I guess if they have the Invoke Despair, I'm going to feel a little silly about it. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they definitely could play it now. They have the black for it. Let's see if I feel silly or not. I just wanted the treasure so we could ramp out the Battalion. They have to double block the Flesh Gorger. It's still going to gain us the life. And they're also going to have 3 4/4s coming at them. So we'll see. We will see. And then we AO. Okay. Let's see if they attack. They did not. So now the question is, do we want to fire off the leveler? I don't think so. I think we just send in the Battalion. Yeah. Battalion. Pay it all. Wait, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, my bad. Why did I think we had 9? All right. So play the tap land. And then just play attack with Gorger, play another Gorger. If we go here, they just block here, right? Is that what their goal is? 7. We can also attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I still want to Battalion them. We came here to Battalion them. So that's what I want to do. We're going to gain the life. Yep, they block accordingly. Luckily, it's going to buy us enough time. Oh, that stinks. Okay, cool. They wanted to make sure. So 4, yeah, we'll still do the 1 damage to that guy. Okay, that worked out. Yeah. We actually could leave them with the AO, but I don't think we do. And the thing is, too, next turn is that we actually can leveler with the 9th mana and then make a copy of it with Kiki Jiki. A Shieldred. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Oh, did we not gain the life from the shield counter? Oh, that's a bummer. Oh, that's a bummer. That was so rude. Oh, that really stinks that we didn't gain the life from the shield counter. Then I should have readjusted. I should have readjusted. That was my bad. Sure. Block here. And then we could just hard cast a leveler. I don't really hate that. Because this is, yeah, I think, yeah. Hard cast the leveler. Kill the warden. And then we get to keep our treasure for next turn, right? Wow, this has been an interesting game. Fable's not going to do it. I mean, it does let them dig, and they have a board. But we're about to swing with a battalion of 4/4s on them. We also can eat up the Fable here, which I think that might be the correct answer. We can eat this and this. We could just eat the Fable. Is this enough to kill him? 4, 8, 12. Not enough. They gained a ton of life. We can kill this, kill this. We can kill that. Make dudes. 1, 2, 3. They can't kill this. So let's go here. Make the entire battalion. Put a counter on, I don't know, this one, I guess. And then attack with these two. Kill the Fable so they can't go digging. Okay, this seems decent. We still have the one in the graveyard, which they're not running Corpse Appraiser. And boom. Nice. That was a good game. All right, opponent's going first, but we have all our colors. We have a little bit of ramp. We have double fight rigging. So I think we're going to keep this one. We'll see how aggressive our opponent comes out the gate swinging. We're going to go ahead and grab our second black with the flesh. Well, shoot. Now we got the Haunted Ridge. I guess we go grab green so we don't take one to do all this. I think that's relevant. Then we go black, black. Seems reasonable. Ooh, and a Wind Grace. I like that. I like that. So now the question is whether we play the Haunted Ridge or the Haunted Rig. So this looks to either... This is interesting. I think we could ramp out the... We may use this to draw, though. Ramping out the Lord of Windgrace, right? And then fight rigging. I think we fight rigging first here. See what we got going on. Leveler versus a Torah. I think we just take Leveler here. That way we can cleanly deal with the wedding announcement. And yeah, I'm going to take one here. I don't think I'm punished for getting 2 damage in, right? And now we throw our opponent's curve off if they want to get rid of the fight rigging. And they do not. They do leave up a black. Ooh, this could potentially... Oh my goodness. Yes, please. Like, we throw our curve off with the Wind Grace, but triggering this to blow up like the Fable feels pretty good to me right now. We could also do the other fight rigging, but I think while the shields are down, we should take advantage of the ability to resolve it. So that's exactly what we're going to do here. Here, trigger, play Leveler, blow up the Fable. And... yeah, let's attack. This feels good. Feels good. Trample and Menace. Get to blow up the wedding announcement. Next turn, we're going to... Oh, it looks like they got a board wipe. Fair. Fair enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Farewell. Okay. At least it's going to hit their enchantments as well, right? Question is, do they hit artifacts or not? They're going to definitely hit creatures. So I'm glad we kind of split our stuff. The only problem is they're going to hit graveyards, which means Windgrace no longer has the ability to... Oh, okay. That's not bad. It's not bad at all. Could have been so much worse. The ramp prevents us from not ramping for... Oh, wait a minute. We have treasure. Okay. Yeah. Let's just do it again. That's freaking awesome. And we get to see if we... Okay, yeah, you're gonna leave the correct one untapped. Okay. See, we get to do it again. Windgrace. We get our Windgrace activation anyways. And we get to hold on to our treasure. Seems reasonable than playing another heavy. Right? Because then we can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to hardcast a Flesh Gorger. Yeah, let's do that. So, trigger here. Trigger here. Play Windgrace. Let's gain a life and grab a black source. And yeah, we're gonna swing. They're gonna give us a card. Oh my goodness. It feels great, man. It feels great. Once again, we are gonna hold on to that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I do think Trespasser, so leveler gone, fair. Fair enough, opponent. It's just fight rigging again. Let the opponent tilt off. Finally. I mean, the problem is we had Zatora as well, which is a bummer. Let's blitz here. And let's go to combat. Counter. Counter. And... counter. Lol. Oh, man. Oh, you love living the dream, man. Love living the dream. And our opponent has seen enough. Fair enough. Greetings, my fellow knights and Puntawans. Welcome back to the MTG Struggle Bus, where I, Jedi, struggle more to play Magic, so hopefully you don't have to. If Jund and Junding them out is your jam, my friends, then you may have come to the right place, because that's exactly what's on the menu for today. We are revisiting fight rigging because that is one of our most popular decks previously. I'm not sure if it was because of fight rigging or Portal to Phyrexia or both, but we are revisiting fight rigging. The interesting thing about fight rigging is that it actually casts the card that is underneath it, which made me thinking back to our Golgari Reanimator where we were running Cityscape Leveler, even though it is a cast trigger. So where we were not capitalizing on that ability in that deck, we are in this deck. So our top end is going to consist of Cityscape Leveler, Skitterbeam Battalion, which is super sweet, right? Shout out to Swayze for throwing this on there. I saw it on one of his thumbnails, and I think it's pretty sweet. This is, again, another on-cast trigger where we are able to put 12 worth of stats on the board in the form of 3 4/4s with trample and haste. Very powerful. We are once again running the sweet Phyrexian Flesh Gorger because why not, right? We could play it on curve on 3 if we need to, putting the +1/+1 counters on it, making it very juicy, but also we can maximize it playing it off the fight rigging and just straight up hard casting it in this deck, and I'll show you why in a moment. Finally, the final top end for this deck that we're hoping to cheat out with fight rigging is Zatora the Incinerator. This is such a sweet card and one of my favorites to brew with. It essentially tacks on a fling effect at the end of each of our turns. We can target anything, so it could be a planeswalker, a creature, or a player, and we deal damage equal to that creature's power. Then regardless of the size of that creature, we generate 3 treasure tokens. So what this is going to do is going to do a couple of things. A, she's a beater on her own. 6/6 flyer is no laughing matter. 2, Did I say A and then 2? All right, fine. We'll roll with it. 2, she has the ability to ramp us using those treasure tokens to ramp into our actual hard casting R8, R7, 8, and 9 drops, as you can see nice and clear there. And finally, let's see, let's change it up. Tertiary, she has the ability to finish off our opponent, sacrificing any of our battalion or our leveler, which once again we can unearth, so we could sack that to do a whopping 8 damage to the face. So you can see that she can close out the game very, very quickly. Now, to run our combo, of course, we are not running blue, so we lack the Kraken, the Reservoir Kraken, but we are doing some other things to kind of get us there. Fight rigging is going to synergize obviously with the shakedown heavy, immediately activating it, putting it to 7, but we're also running Soul of Windgrace just as something else that we can trigger rigging off of. He wears counters very well, and he is another way for us to ramp into our top end, because honestly, once again, going back to it, we have a decent curve here. We could play this on 5, right? Then we have Zatora on 6, we have Flesh Gorgers on 7, and we have Levelers on 8 if we wanted to do it that way. And then, of course, Prototypes, you know, and then we can also put the Battalion up at 9. Our early game is pretty clean and interesting. As you can see, we're actually running 4 Riveteers Requisitioners and 3 Couriers Briefcases. And the reason being is a couple things. A, these offer some sack fodder to both Zatora, but also to things like Invoke Despair, right? Where we have that cushion there. Moreover, it gives us some chump blockers that we actually want to dive because we want to capitalize on the ramp ability. So once again, not only fixing our mana, but allowing us to ramp into Windgrace and potentially our Skitter Beams battalions, etc., etc. On the 3-drop slot, we're also running the Fable of the Mirror Breaker, and I think it is extremely powerful and useful in this deck. 1, it helps ramp us. 2, it cleans up our early draws. We can pitch some of our bigger guys to make sure we hit our early game, and then of course making copies of Battalion, making copies of Flesh Gorger and Leveler absolutely backbreaking. And finally, because we do have the ability to discard some cards, we are running a one of Brotherhood's End, just because humans and soldiers is a thing, and we want to make sure that we shore up that matchup. But yeah, that's the deck. Of course, if we swing by and readjust it based on the prototype, then, you know, it kind of looks a little bit like this. But a very clean, very straightforward deck. But you guys will see in the gameplay, it is absolute delight to play. Fun deck. I am extremely proud of it. I hope you guys enjoy it. But before we get into the gameplay, I want to go ahead and give a shout out to Sir Realist. Sir Realist, thank you so much, my friend, for supporting the channel and me. I really do appreciate you. That is awesome. You rock. And yeah, I hope you enjoy this Jund fight rigging deck, my friend. This is, oh man. Opponent's going first, so we're on the draw. We have the ability to go Requisitioner into heavy or fight rigging, right? I just don't like keeping a 2-lander. But I guess Requisitioner could potentially be our 3rd land. I'm going to keep it. Like, Battalion needs to have been a... shuffler, or a shuffler. Derp a land. Then we would have been sweet. Of course, we don't draw land, but we are going to grab our black. So we have all of our colors. Play Requisitioner, and then hopefully I don't get utterly punished. Alright, going up against humans. Missed our land again. Getting a little scary. The good news is we will be able to block, right? So this is interesting. Do we Fable to go digging for our Brotherhoods, and or do we heavy? Oh, nice. Yep. We'll block. We'll eat a card out of their hand. We wanted it to die either. That's exactly why Requisitioner's in the deck. Exactly. Awesome. Awesome. All right, come on. Give me a land so we ramp. Give me a land. Give me a land. Yes. Thank you. All right. Since their removal is sorcery speed, we're going to go ahead and play fight rigging here because I don't want to risk our heavy getting... lol. It's kind of funny. I think we do another fight rigging. I could be wrong. Maybe we needed to kill the officer. Okay, so we're going to be taking some damage here. So the question is, are they leaving up a counter spell? Are they leaving up soul? Or are they simply don't have a... I feel like they would have played a 3-drop. Yeah, they want to draw here. So they... Okay. That's a little scary. Top. This is kind of bad. Alright. Let's see what it is. Is it the... Alright, cool. So we got a pass here. And there's the Brotherhood's End. And we whiffed again on... I mean, we didn't whiff because that's what we were looking for, so I'm glad. But... only problem is now we missed our land drop, right? So if they hit... What are we trying to do here? Is there any way... So they top. So I gotta feel like they have an answer to heavy. Right? We keep eyeballing the second rigging. Which if they do, it's kind of bad for us. I mean, they could save the hero of New Benalia. Or Guardian. But we at least get these 2 cards off the board, right? And any additional tokens that it made. So, and right now, they can't be thinking of Brotherhood because we don't even have the double red. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then if we can use... And then with double fight rigging, then Flesh Gorger even on 3 seems pretty feasible, right? Because then we instantly pump it up to a 5/5 lifelink, which is enough. So we'll see. They're in the tank here. I mean, they could get a big attack here with Guardian if they want, right? 5, and then that's 8. That's a pretty solid attack. But we have no choice. Like, we can't lose the heavy. I would like to get another card out of their hand, but it is what it is. Yeah, I mean, I think we're just going to do that. I was considering Fable or, like, Battalion to have a bunch of blockers. Oh, no! That was huge! Oh, my goodness. The opponent has no idea how good that was. Oh, get wrecked, Jedi. That was our 1. Oh, we missed our land drop again. All right, well, gotta try to high roll. That's all we can do. Oh, that was so good. All right, let's see. What are we looking for? We got both of our Zertoras. Skitterbeam Battalion at least puts a bunch of blockers. Yeah, we don't have any... Do we have a land in our graveyard? We do, right? Gosh darn it. That's not what I wanted to see. Yeah. So, do we go for the land or we go for the Skitterbeam? All right, we came for the Battalion. Oops. Is this what it is? All right, we're going to go with the Battalion. Put the counter, and at least it gives us a bunch of dudes to block with. So, and the good thing is that we can attack with heavy and have plenty of blockers. Right? Let's see if they give us a card to draw. I think we might still end up just dying to the officer. God, that was so good from the opponent, man. So good. Play Battalion. Play all of them. Attack with 2 of them. And then that way it puts them on a 2-turn clock. I think it's relevant. And then we could, push comes to shove, we could block 2 things. One will at least block the Guardian so we don't die. And I'm attacking with the 1 because, I mean, I don't think it really matters. Oh, they gave us a land. All right, cool. Cool. That's something. That is something. So now they're trying to figure out if they want to take this or not. Yep. Okay, cool. I wasn't sure if they were going to untap the heavy or not, and that's why I did it, right? Like, we are posing lethal, but the only thing they would have to do is, let's see. I guess just grab a red. So if we attacked with everything, right, that would have been lethal, but they would have just untapped here and then taken... Or would it? Hold on. So double block. They block here. Yeah, all they had to do was block one of them with like, yeah. All right. Oh no, because they have trample. I'm not sure. That was close. That was close. Denick. Okay. It means we're not dead yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we can get a land, we can Zatora, killing one of these, killing the officer. All right, well, now we can't. Oh, but maybe we can kill them. Oh, please give me a land. Yeah, I think that's the line, guys. I think we swing with everything. Ah, the Denick's a little annoying. Oh, this is so... They wrecked us so good with that bounce. Who does that? Who bounces the rigging? Oh, of course. Where are our lands? Where are our lands? All right, so we can attack with everything, right? And then play the other skitter beam because we just lose to this guy in the air. If we attack with everything, like we have to force blocks, right? I think that's the correct play. Man, only if we could have, right? Only if we could have. So if we put 2 counters here, then even Denick dies and it's not a clear hit. I was just trying to think if we dropped a Flesh Gorger first, but I think we're just going to play our battalions to block unless they drew the what's his face. I shouldn't have attacked with this one. They're just going to block with Denick, but I wanted to put pressure on them. Maybe we should just attack the 2/5/5 so Denick wasn't an easy block. And they discard a card to save that. We play the other skitter beam. Yeah, I think I think sending the 4/4 was a mistake. Sending the 4/4 was a mistake. So let's play the other battalion. Oh, we could have done it with if we had Zatora. Don't think it's going to be enough, though. Man, we were land starved this whole game, right? So let's see. Block, 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 block. Yeah, we're done. Skis, good game. Ah, bummer. Bummerino. We hit our lands, man. Hit our lands. Good play from the opponent. Well, this hand definitely demonstrates our plan B, right? I mean, we're going to get to heavy on curve, and we have a Riveter's Outlook in the bin for Wingray. So, yeah, we're going to run this, and we'll see where it takes us. Nice, and we got a Field of Ruin. Hello, friend. Let's... I mean, we may have a turn 2 drop, so let's just do it right now, and we'll grab... Let's grab red. That way we have double red in case. And then, of course, the next draw was unfortunate. Next draw was quite unfortunate. All right, let's just go here. I wanted double red in case we needed to dig for our Brotherhood's End to wipe the board. All right, opponent hasn't done anything. Well, we're just going to play it. There's really nothing about it. And we are going to go ahead and win Grace because we're not going to be leaving 3 mana open to keep him like... I mean, I guess we could also just keep dropping heavies to force our opponent to draw cards. versus ramping, but if we can ramp... Yep. Let's see, because if we ramp, then we can go double heavy next turn. We could play a single heavy here. That doesn't really do anything. Left of 2 mana, that could be to draw or it could be to kill it. And that's it. We play Windgrace, it'll still die, but we get to ramp, gain a life, and then next turn we can go heavy, right? Because we'll grab a black. So, yeah. I think that works out fine. If they don't kill it, then we have the ability to draw. Thanks, friend. It's probably going to die. Riveters out. Look, go grab another swamp. Gain a life. Opponent's going to draw because they keep clicking their dude. Alright, so yeah, this doesn't feel too bad. If the opponent doesn't have an answer for it, right, then we can maybe hardcast our Battalion, which seems kind of crazy. Invoke Despair. Fair enough. No surprise there. Oh, man, we get to do it in 1 turn. I am so glad. And that, my friends, is exactly why we ramp. Alright, let's go... black here, play heavy, and then green. Another fight rigging, a leveler, a gorger. Fight rigging is pretty tempting. I think we just go with leveler though. Play leveler. Eat the bank buster. I mean, now we have 15 power on the board. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It may be a scenario where we do end up... No, I think we may play it now that we know that they're running Invoke, right? That's a good sign. They're not immediately invoking us. They're going to allow us to draw a card off of heavy. We're going to blow up the Appraiser. Good game, opponent. Nice. Yes. Opponent's going first. We don't have any of our 2-drops, but I mean, we have fight rigging. We have our lands. We're going to keep this one. We're going to keep this one and probably lead off with the Flesh Gorger. Looks like spells from the opponent. All right, fair. Double fight rigging. That's unfortunate. That we don't have our heavy, because if not, that would have been pretty sweet. But that's all right. All right, we can probably expect the first thing we play to get countered here, right? I think we still go ahead and Flesh Gorger. That resolves. Interesting. Ah, okay, they're gonna burn it. Fair. Alright. Next turn, I guess we have no choice but to fight rigging. Then hopefully we draw our heavy or something. Might be a world where we go like fight rigging into... didn't want to see her this early. Let's see. We can go here. I think let's just get this on the board. See if we get lucky. Alright. Fight rigging. And we are grabbing. Jeez. Wow. Alrighty then. I guess we get our only creature. It's kind of nuts. Could definitely use that a little bit sooner. So next turn, we're going to Battalion. That should allow us to block here. Jin, it's going to be a little rough for us. All right, let's go ahead and Battalion. See if the opponent left up Make Disappear or not. This will allow us to gum up the board as far as the ground goes. Then we can play Zatora, fling one of them to get some treasure tokens, right? Zatora will activate our sweet fight rigging, lol. Doesn't really matter. And we're on defense here, so no point in attacking just yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what we can do is we can... Okay, so we have a chance here, because what we can do is play Zatora, put the counter on the Battalion, and then shoot the Jinn. Because they haven't demonstrated any kind of interaction yet. So this is interesting. Or do we want to try to double fight rigging? We can... Yeah, I kind of like the idea of... playing Zatora here. Do they have the counter spell now? That is the question. We could have played around it with Soul of Windgrace, but if they didn't counter anything up until this point... Alright, let's go here. And then... Problem is, if we attack, they can block and we can't sack. So no attacks. Go to triggers. Sack here, get the treasures. And shoot the Haughty Djinn. Shore up. Okay, fair. Zatora can still block that. We're at 9. So, one... Wait. Oh, why didn't we get the treasures? Oh, because they countered the effect. Okay, so that was my bad. I guess we should have gone face with it. I was definitely counting on those treasures. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so just enough. So I think we want fight rigging to resolve first. Right? Yeah, I think we want fight rigging to for sure resolve. And where's all our good stuff at, man? I guess we Fable, then play Windgrace or draw. Windgrace doesn't really do anything for us here, so I think we cycle the land, then play Windgrace, right? Or we could play Windgrace and then cycle the land to gain a little bit of life. Let's play Windgrace. Oh, we can get land from there. I forgot about that. All right, so... Yep, let's try to pop it now. Should have sequenced it a little bit better. So now they can bounce their Zatora. All right, we get to play there. And then we'll sack a Battalion to try to take out the Iconoclast. Yep. We got nothing, my friend. You got us. You got us. Attacking, no. Or do we? Can we just kill the opponent here? I'm going to try to go for it. I'm gonna try to go for it. They take it. Let's sack the... We don't care for treasure. These guys have trample, so let's sack this guy. Shoot the Iconoclast, give him another dude. I mean, we don't care about the treasure either way. Okay. So 1, 2, so we're gonna take 4. All right. Let's see if we're dead here or not. I think we're okay. I think we're okay, honestly. All right, so block, 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 block. Oh, no, no, no. Okay, that was my bad. I messed up. All right, fair. It is a bummer, though. Like, I mean, we didn't hit anything from our, we didn't hit anything from our, fight rigging, so that's unfortunate. Well, this is definitely one of the easier mulligans for this deck. No black, double black on 3, and our top end. So easy ship on this one. This one is great, actually. Wow, if you guys look at this hand, this is absolutely fantastic, really. Question is, do we probably keep the two? Well, we keep one outlook. Yeah, we ship the outlook because this gives us all our double colors. This lets us play Brotherhood, and yeah, we're gonna keep this one, and we will send an outlook back. The question is now, let's lead with the Proving Grounds because this will give us access to all 3 colors. Now we just have to decide on whether we want to Brotherhood's end on curve or if we want to Fable or Requisitioner, right? And I think considering that our opponent is going to be a little on the aggressive side and they have a chance of playing a 3-3 next turn, we're going to go ahead and lead off with the Riveteer's Requisitioner. Yes, they have an easy chance of killing it, but if they do, we get the treasure that will ramp us, and should they play something minus a chick, we're going to be able to block it. Yep. So they're going to go into the red zone, we're going to block, and then they're going to have the spell. All right, fair enough. I mean, we knew that was the thing, right? Hopefully we are going to be able to Brotherhood's end. So the question is now, do we burn our treasure? And I don't think we do. I think we're gonna go here, and let's go ahead and just grab another red source. That way we don't have to take the 1 damage from Brotherhood's end. We're gonna send it back, and then what we're probably going to do is either Wing Grace. We'll see if our opponent taps out. I'm perfectly okay getting a 3-for-1 here, so we'll see if our opponent taps out. Thing is, I want to make sure we kill this Swift Spear, and it doesn't look like our opponent's gonna give us the chance. Hopefully they do. Then we get a nice clean. Excellent, excellent, fantastic. I mean, that was a lot of damage. We're down to 6, so we might be dead here. So let's go ahead and go Overlook so we can gain a life. They have 2 cards left in hand. We're going to grab a green source, and then we're going to Brotherhood's End. So now 3-for-1, we're at 7. Hopefully we don't die this turn, so we can play Wing Grace to block, gain another life, go back up to 8. Nothing from the opponent. Oh boy. All right, and we get to gain another life. This is fantastic. Opponent has some instant speed action, so we can expect to get hit at the end of our turn. Let's grab a black source, and then we will here, and we have the land to gain 3 life, right? So this is looking pretty good, pretty good. That was a good draw there for us getting the Wing Grace there. Opponent went ham, man. Holy cow, did they go deep. Let's grab a green because we are going to want to pay 1 to gain the life. We can actually do it right now too, which is really nice if our opponent just at the end of turn kind of goes ham, right? I think we will pitch the treasure. Okay. Let's see if they bottom or not. They bottom. Okay, cool. So that buys us... What did they use? What was it? +4. Okay, so this is going to put us at 4. So we technically have a window. And they're only going to draw 1 card. So I think we're okay. I don't think they have a way of dealing 4 damage to us. And they scoop it up. Nice. Alright, this hand's interesting. It's it's got fight riggings, and we have something to do on turn 2. Probably are going to go ahead and just play the Requisitioner on 2 versus the fight riggings on 3, but we'll see. We'll see. We are going to start off with the old Mountain Reno. See what the opponent's got going on. Zatora. Grab a red. I mean, this could literally be anything. We did see the heavy. That's kind of funny. I feel like now every time we've gone to fetch, like the other part of the combo has been there, which is interesting. Well, if the opponent's going to leave up 2 mana, that means Requisitioner is going down. So I think we're just going to briefcase here. Let's see if they have a pause. Yeah, see? So we're okay there. We get to hold on to our Requisitioner for another turn. We cycle our opponent's turn, right? We time walked them, sort of, kind of, maybe. We'll see. So then now we have the ability to play Requisitioner and like not, because this is now they're contemplating whether they want to play their Mirror Breaker or not. I mean, there's part of our combo. It is unfortunate though. So let's see. Yeah, I mean, no ramp for us. We're going to hold on to the briefcase. I think we're just going to go ahead and go Requisitioner because we may be in a position where we need the hard cast. Ah, okay.
Enough. Notions of morality. Defy me.
Ooh.
And you'll lose every power.
Well, now we could blitz to kill him. So we'll decline. I think we can afford it. Yeah, I think, ironically, we are going to burn it now, the blitz, because we get the treasure back. It is unfortunate, but I think they went through the trouble of, like, playing it by itself, so I think it's kind of relevant. Let's go ahead and grab here, and yeah, I feel like it's relevant. I feel like it's worth it. I could be wrong. Maybe we should have Mirror Breakered here, but I don't know. I think stopping from giving them like a nice clean answer to everything feels, we get to cycle, we hit our land, so 1 2 3 4, we get to Mirror Breaker, right? I think we Mirror Breaker. We're not really discarding anything right now. Opponent probably leaving up cut down, right? So is fight rigging plus requisition or something that we want to do here? It's interesting, right? That's actually interesting. We can go... No, it's not. No, it's not the correct play. I think we still just slow roll it, go fight rigging here. Or, I'm sorry, I say fight rigging, I meant Fable. Fable can still block here. They use the cut down, that's fine. And then we just hold what we got. We'll may trade. I don't know. They have quite a bit of black. So here's the cut down. They're going to take 1 for that. Yep. No attacks. And then hold what we got. Maybe that was reasoning enough to Requisitioners since we knew they had the cut down. Like we knew that from the earlier turn. So we're definitely going to pitch the Leveler. Right? Okay, fair enough. Got the 2 for 1. I'll take it. We'll block here if they give us the opportunity to. They do not. Fair enough. We hit the land. So let's 1 2 3 4 5. So see, next turn we can Zatora. So let's play our land. And now the question is, do we want to fight rigging or do we want to play Requisitioner? They're leaving up 3 mana. I think I'm gonna go ahead and leave up Requisitioner. One, two, three, four, 5. Now the flip side to this, right, is that the awkward part to this now is if they don't have an answer for our rigging, then we miss out on being able to Zatora and trigger rigging, right? This is interesting. I think I do want to play around... I want to play around them having Invoke Despair, so I'm going to leave 1 creature on the board. Plus, we can use Zatora 1 2 3. Ooh, this is interesting. So this is quite the play here. We can Zatora sacking the Requisitioner to get the treasures to hardcast Leveler, right? We can play fight rigging and heavy to potentially trigger, right? So this is quite the interesting play. I think either way we're gonna burn our treasure, right? So do we just go Zatora? One, two, three, four, 5, 6. I think whatever we play is going to die. So let's use our treasure. Oh, is this an Emperor? I don't know. That's interesting. I don't want to attack into an Emperor, so yeah, I'm just gonna go this way. It could be. I don't know. This is interesting. It's a Mardu list, so why there's a chance that they don't. Like, we know they're packing something. Right? Yeah, okay. So that's fine. That's fine. So they don't have an Emperor. We missed, and this is fine. Because now we get the treasure. We get their guy off the board. Yes, we're no longer playing around Invoke Despair. So how conservative do we want to be here, right? All right, leveler. No pause from the opponent. There we go. See, look at that. All right, us being conservative paid off. Let's see if they have the farewell. If they have the farewell, we have contingency plans. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They keep playing their lands and they scoop it up. Nice. That was a good gameplay. Good gameplay. Going first, we have our combo, but 2 lands. Nope. There we go. There we go. We're going to keep this. And the question is Brotherhood's End or Fable? That's interesting. Is very interesting. We have 1 Brother's End, but we have 4 Fables. So I'm going to bottom the Fable. Keep the Windgrace. Right? Because it synergizes with the fight rigging. We can go rigging on 3, Windgrace on 4. So I mean, I guess there's a world there where we could have played the swamp so our opponent plays around, go for the throat, but I don't think that's a thing. Oh, excellent. Excellent. That was a fantastic draw. So we actually get a land with Windgrace. Look at how good is that. Over fight rigging? I think so. Each player searches their library for a basic land. Yeah, I think so. Sack, and we'll eat the one that they could draw the card with, and it's a black source. Right? Mess with their mana a little bit. We get a green. All right, so do we Windgrace here is the question. Do we Windgrace? I think so. Ramps us a little bit closer. We like hitting 6, right? Now we have a card to draw later on. This feels pretty decent to me. Let's see if they take the turn off to kill Windgrace, right? And they do. Fair. We knew that was a thing. So now next turn we go... Ooh, so do we just play... Ooh, that's nice. That's actually really nice because we can go fight rigging plus Requisitioner. Do they have another? Ooh, there it is. Battalion, baby. Let's see. All right, play the Requisitioner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that will guarantee we get to play Flesh Gorger next turn. And they have the other Destroy Evil. Yep. Nothing we can do about that. Nothing we can do about that. So they play the Angel. They get rid of Requisitioner. And then they get to swing in, draw a card. We play Flesh Gorger. Too good to be true, huh? Double Destroy Evil. Get our treasure. Our stuff gets bigger. Now we drew the land anyways. Alright. Play our Flesh Gorger. And then we get to... Oh, nice. Get rocked, Jedi. Nice. And we drew the other rigging, man. We almost had it. Almost had it. So this was almost a mulligan, but we have briefcase on 2, which will allow us to either heavy or fight rigging. And in a worser case scenario, we can fable if we need to, but we're going to obviously go for our combo. So yeah, we're actually going to keep this. We're on the draw, so we have 3 chances of hitting our 3rd land on time. So I think that is a very solid. Yeah, great. This is actually works out exactly how we want it to. I would prefer if maybe either the Fable or the Flesh Gorger was our 3rd land, but I think this is still more than reasonable. If it did not have the briefcase, I think I would ship this. It's tough because we do have our combo, but we're not doing anything else up until that point, and we may not even get the correct land. Oh, I mean, I guess regardless, we're going to be able to because we have all 3 colors here. Flesh Gorger being the only double, but yeah, I mean, you guys kind of get what I'm getting at. So fortunately, our opponent is taking a little bit of time to make their decision. So oh man, please don't time out. Oh, this was such a good hand to discuss. If I can't put this one in the video, that's unfortunate. We'll see. Fingers crossed. Thank you guys so much for helping myself and the channel break 1,000 subscribers. That was absolutely amazing. Can't believe it happened. You guys are awesome. So thank you so much for the ongoing support. It means a lot. And yeah, all right, there we go. Thank you, opponent. We get to keep, and let's play some Magic, shall we? Question is, I mean, as far as information goes, I'm not particularly one of those people that worries too much, because honestly, the 1 turn difference, every once in a while it's relevant, but most of the time I don't really think it is, especially right now. So I think we're probably still going to lead off with the Sulphurous Springs just to give us the highest opportunity to play everything, right? I mean, it doesn't really matter, but all right, is the opponent they ordering pizza, they're paying for pizza or something? They're just kind of clicking just enough so they still get to play. They could be recording as well, right? And going through their own plays or whatnot, but we'll have to keep our fingers crossed and see what happens. All right, so yeah, I think we're just gonna leave with the springs, and gosh darn it. All right, I'll put this one last because the hand was the least discussable. Well, my friends, that is the list, and I gotta say, it played out really well. The slight lack of interaction, I think, was made up for the fact that we are the aggressor and we are able to go bigger than our opponent. We did get the chance to, you did see where we fell behind a little bit in some of those games, but it's really interesting that we whiffed so many times on fight rigging, which I think was just bad variance, because in all honesty, we're packing what, 3, 6, 9, 11. If you had this 15 good hits, which I guess doing the math, that's probably not great, but we also can't afford to go too heavy on our top end, because then we end up just really suffering if we draw only our top end. So I think the list feels good. I can see a consideration for maybe dropping 1 Soul of Windgrace and going up with Brotherhood's End, and maybe switching the Requisitioner with the Briefcase, just because of the fact that it's split into 2 different objects, right? And we're not relying on them having to kill the Requisitioner. I think it's extremely powerful. So I think those might be the 2 adjustments I make. But other than that, the deck felt really solid to me. I think we didn't really get to see Zatora do absolutely broken things. But once again, her being a legendary and her really wanting other creatures on the board means I don't feel comfortable running 3 or 4 of her. But she also is a must kill on sight, which does not surprise me. That's exactly what happened, right? People know that she's extremely powerful, and so she's not going to be on the board very long. Cityscape Leveler, absolutely great card. I'm going to continue brewing with this card, and any deck that I think can go into the late game will definitely have it in it. Flesh Gorger as well, awesome. Fight Rigging, man, a lot of fun. That card is really sweet. And yeah, the mana base felt good. We hit our lands every time we needed them. We had fuel for Windgrace. I liked it. I liked it quite a bit, to be honest with you. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. I think I'll probably put this one as a 4. I think it's a 4 out of 5, and I think in the hands of a solid pilot, this deck can definitely do some things. There could be a consideration, maybe cutting the Zatoras for Shielders just to have a little bit of life gain, but then we're kind of watering down our game plan a little bit. I wouldn't go up to 4 battalions. They're good, but I don't think they're absolutely backbreaking like we need something like Leveler to do. So I think 3 felt like a good spot for me. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the deck. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. If you guys have made it this far in the video and haven't done it yet, please do consider subscribing to the channel or maybe visiting our Patreon. It goes a long way towards supporting the channel and myself, and I really would appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. Until next time, as always, my friends, happy gaming.